Orphaned and abandoned wells are no secret to many Montana landowners. These wells were left and forgotten about years ago, most in remote parts of the state like this, but their environmental impact is lasting. This is the image that changed Curtis Shuck's entire life. An abandoned well along the Montana Highline.
I had been involved in the oil and gas industry for, nearly 30 years in various roles. And I had never in my entire life seen anything like I experienced in northern Montana.
That experience 3 years ago led Shuck to create the Well Done Foundation, a nonprofit with a mission of plugging abandoned oil and gas wells across the country. The EPA estimates there are more than 2 million of these wells nationwide.
The problem is so large, and it's been so, grossly underfunded for so many years.
Orphaned wells can leak methane into the atmosphere, contaminate drinking water, impact the ability for farmers to harvest their fields, and even explode.
The gas emissions can be odorific in a bad way.
Sam Stort knows that firsthand. The Oilmont rancher purchased his property more than 40 years ago with 16 wells, most long abandoned.
I just don't think they had ground rules to work by, really, and they're out in the wild prairie, and no one else was out there, so out of sight, out of mind kind of thing, I think.
Now, thanks to the Well Done Foundation, 10 of these wells have been plugged. The foundation has capped 22 so far and hopes to plug 10 more in Montana by the end of the year. Each project can cost anywhere from $20,000 to $200,000. Fortunately, Montana is set to receive $25 million from the federal government as part of a bipartisan infrastructure law passed last year.
And I can't emphasize enough that this is a team sport. It's an opportunity for the industry, and for the communities and for the environment.
The Well Done Foundation now has teams capping wells in 10 states, but there are hundreds of thousands of them out there waiting to be capped, including several here in Yellowstone County.
It's just everybody doing their part and makes a huge difference.
Kelsey Marison, MTN News.